if Ed come over there with foolishness, then it's two of y'all against one Ed, and y'all could jump him. Okay? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Shimere, and today we're going to be talking about the new Lifetime movie, Death Saved My Life. You guys, I've been waiting a few weeks for this movie to come on, and yeah, it did not disappoint, okay? But before we get into the movie review, I just wanted to let you guys know that this movie, the topic that it centers around is definitely very important, and it's very serious, okay? So it's based on true events, and it deals with domestic abuse and, you know, domestic violence. And I just want to say that if anybody is watching this video who is having an issue with domestic abuse or domestic violence, and you find yourself in a situation that you don't know how to get out of, I will have links in the description box below with resources that can, you know, hopefully help you find your way out of that type of situation. And I just want to encourage people that if you are in a domestic abuse or domestic violence type of situation, it's just not okay. There's no excuse for it. You know, a lot of people try to rationalize things and, you know, be like, okay, but he only did it this many times, or he's not going to do it again. But, you know, you know deep down if you're in a situation that you really shouldn't be in. And I know a lot of times people are scared to talk about those situations, and they're scared to confide in their relatives or friends or family about those type of situations. But it's always best to let someone know what's going on with you. And even if it's not your direct family, let someone know so that someone can help you, because no one can help you if they don't know what you have going on. And I know a lot of the times people are scared. They feel like, okay, well, if I tell someone, he might go after this person or that person or come after me more. But look, at the end of the day, life, you know, it should be lived happily and peacefully. And I just feel like there's no time to be in those type of situations. So if you are in that type of situation, let someone know. You know, maybe if you don't have the plan yourself, they might have the plan. They can help you out with the situation. But like I said, the links to some resources will be in the description box below. Okay? Alrighty, so now that we've got the more serious stuff out the way, we can go ahead and get to the review itself. They did not disappoint. I was like, okay, Lifetime, let me find out. I'm gonna have to spend all my Saturdays watching the newest Lifetime movie, okay? It was good, and I was like, Lifetime has been keeping me occupied the past couple of weeks, okay? So, you know, the days of not wanting to start a Lifetime movie for fear of the fact that I was gonna have to sit for a few hours because they're so interesting, like, I'm just gonna have to get over that and watch the movies right now, because Lifetime is definitely coming, and they have been just coming with the good programming, okay? So if you haven't been watching, like, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? I really felt like the acting, superb, okay? So Megan Good is the main character. Her character's name is Jade. Then we have her husband. Oh my gosh, my mind is drawing a blank just because I want to say his name. I can see it in my, well, something with a C. I'm so sorry. Okay, but he played Ed. Let me tell you, okay? I'll leave his name in the description bar, or else I'll put it somewhere on the screen because I'm drawing a blank. But he played Ed, her husband, and you guys, when I say he like embodied that character, like he did that, okay? And her sister in the movie is actually her real life sister, Lamaya Good. And I was like, look at Lamaya. Okay, you better act, Lamaya. Okay, you better get on this screen and act. Okay, you let them know that you and your sister, okay, have the talent. Okay, both of y'all know how to bring it on screen. Okay, Anyway, I'm going to let you guys have like a basic review, and then I definitely have to warn you that there will be some spoilers, but I will put a timestamp in the description box, and I'll warn you right before I start the spoilers, okay? So first things first, the groove time. I feel like I was into it within the first 10 minutes, okay? Like, it came on and things started happening, and I was like, okay, like, let's get to it. Okay, Ed is starting to show his true colors, like, automatically, and I felt like talking to the screen as soon as Ed started being Ed in this movie, okay? That's all I'm gonna say for now, because I don't want to give it away. But the groove time is there, so within the first few minutes, you're going to be all into this movie, okay? The surprises. What I was surprised about is how many little twists and turns there were in the movie that I really wasn't expecting. As far as, you know, by the title, we kind of know what the movie is about, but they definitely did a good job with having, you know, scenes that were suspenseful, and you might have thought that this was about to happen, but something else happened. So I was just surprised at how well the movie kept my attention throughout the whole thing, okay? Because a lot of the times, like, a movie will be good, but then at some point I start like thinking about other stuff, like I'm hungry, I'm tired, this is taking too long. But this movie, I didn't have those issues, so I was surprised by that, okay? It definitely kept my attention the whole time. The movie watch category, I would say with this one, there wasn't a whole lot of bad language. There wasn't like a whole, like, any issues with like nudity or anything like that, to where you couldn't watch it with like someone who's younger. So I would definitely say you could watch it with the teenagers. They'll probably be interested. You know, especially if you have a young girl, you want to, you know, hip her to the games as a teenager, then you could watch it with them. You could definitely enjoy this movie on your own. I watched it on my own and I was fine with it. Like I said, it kept me entertained. And it could be a little bit of a, you know, date night type of movie, because, hey, it could open up a dialogue, okay? You know, you could start getting to know the person you're with if you don't know them that well. You could be like, hey, how do you feel about this? What did you think when Ed did this? And what did you think when Jade did this, okay? So the movie watch category is pretty open. For predictable ending. Okay, so I can definitely say that ending is predictable, just because based on the title, we know that death is going to save her life. So we know how this is going to end, okay? We know she's not going to die. But what I will say is they did a great job of having like twists and turns, like I said, and things go on in the movie that, you know, it wasn't just as cut and dry as you would think it is. You know, you would think, okay, she's gonna fake her death and she's gonna live and that's it. Okay, there were definitely scenes and things going on in this movie that had you just going all the way up until the end, okay? So, predictable ending, yes, it's predictable, but it was still good. Now, for the popcorn size, I'm gonna give it a large popcorn because, like I said, I was entertained. The acting was good. Yeah, you know, it was very believable, okay? When I say Ed was giving me, you know, psycho husband realness, he was giving it, okay? Like, he really, really brought it. Megan and Lemire really brought it. It was just good. I feel like I didn't waste a minute of my time watching that. Yes, it's on Lifetime. Yes, it's, you know, a few hours. Yes, there are commercials and all that other stuff. You can put it on your DVR if you want, if you don't want to sit that long. But honestly, you will be entertained and it's not really bothersome, okay? It was that good. So I really enjoyed it. And now I want to get to the spoilers, okay? Because you guys, we definitely have to talk, okay? So, yes, here's the warning, okay? If you haven't seen it, go watch it and then come back and watch the end of this video once you've seen it. That way you can know what we're talking about, okay? And if you've already watched it, ooh, let's get into it, okay? Alrighty, you guys, so it was so good. I was like, I'm gonna have to take notes, okay, because I need to tell the people what I am thinking. So first note number one, Ed was getting on my last nerves within 10 minutes of this movie, okay? I was like, Ed, okay, you know what? Nobody told you to cut up that dress like that. And then I was like, Jay, you just gonna let him cut up your dress and be like, oh, okay, well, you know, I might, you know, I'll wear our anniversary dress or whatever. And I mean, I get it because, you know, now we know that, you know, she was already experiencing the abuse with Ed. But at the time, I was like, is this Ed's first time? Because, you know, Ed didn't cut your dress and you're not telling Ed about himself. Okay? All right. So then, we get to, okay, so what was really good too was when they went to, you know, her little award ceremony at work, and then Ed decides that he wants to feel some type of way and be looking all side-eyed from around the corner whenever she was thanking her team and everything. And then when they came home, he was like, okay, so you made me look bad and all this other stuff. And that was the first time. Okay, that was the first time when we see Ed put his hands on Jade behind like some foolishness, okay? And I was like, oh no, is this where we're going? Okay, because me and Ed gonna have a problem if this is where we're going, okay? Like once we start seeing more about Ed, and I'm like, okay, well if Ed is so prominent of a doctor at this hospital and stuff like that, like honestly, early on into it, I was like, Jay, you need to just run up in that hospital and be like, Ed is putting his hands on me, Ed is doing this, and Ed is doing that, and somebody better listen to me, okay? That's what I was thinking at first, because I was like, look, if you make a scene, somebody gonna have to help you. But then I thought about it, and I was like, but if you make a scene at the hospital, then they might, you know, put you on one of those psychiatric holds. And, you know, Ed was already pretty manipulative. So I just feel like, you know, it was probably good that she didn't go that route. But honestly, if you think about it, you guys, you know, to make a scene in public, like most of the time, I don't know now though, because these days, like, people be tripping. Like, they'll see stuff going on and they'll probably record you making a scene before they actually help you. So I don't know what that's about, but I hope like people stop doing that, because that's not cute. Like, if people are like having real issues, or you see real domestic violence incidences happening in front of you, or people being attacked, like, you know, can somebody decide to help? Like, I don't know what things have turned into, but you would hope that somebody would help. So in most circumstances, I would hope that if you made a scene in public, somebody would help, okay? I was like, Jade, make a scene somewhere, Jade. Like, let somebody know something, Jade, because Ed is over here acting ridiculous and you just having to take it. It's not cool, okay? The scene when Jade rolled that suitcase to the front door, I was like, okay, no, okay? Now I will say that was a predictable scene right there, okay? Everything wasn't predictable, but when she rolled that suitcase to that door, I was like, okay, now Jade, you watched him go to the car, Jade, but you didn't even watch him pull off or any of that, okay? And then you gonna roll your suitcase to the front door. For what? Like, put that stuff to the side, because I was like, watch. Ed is about to come back in this house and see that suitcase. Which, it was predictable, but at the same time, Ed didn't see suitcase. So I was like, okay, you know, have me in a little bit of suspense, but that still was not the smartest thing to do, okay? Don't put the suitcase in front of the door and you don't even know if he pulled off yet, okay? So anyway, when Jade left, and Jade was like, she left and she took the daughter and she went to her sister's house. At first I was like, oh girl, don't go to your sister's house. Like, don't go put her in the middle of this, because if Ed tell is crazy, then he gonna pop up at your sister's house with the drama, okay? But then again, I thought about it and I was like, that might be the best place for you to go, because hey, if Ed come over there with foolishness, then it's two of y'all against one Ed and y'all could jump him, okay? That's what I was thinking. But, you know, luckily things played out. Ed just, you know, he was acting a little crazy, but he didn't go over there trying to do anything to her. So I was like, okay, you know, look at them. They being like civilized, like taking turns with the kids, and, you know, being separate at the little soccer game and all that other stuff. He even found him a little girlfriend who was like the wannabe lookalike Jade. And so I was like, okay, so he don't seem, I mean, like, he was seeming crazy, of course, but I was like, okay, where we going with this? Because, you know, I was like, when is he gonna get to the point where he's actually trying to kill her, okay? So Anyway, so we start seeing like that scene when she was leaving for work and she dropped her keys in front of the car and she bent down. That man put that gun on her head, but then the co-worker saved her because he come out there yelling her name for something. Now, which she was a little rude after that, you know. She was just like, no. I was like, oh, she could have been a little bit nicer to him, because I mean, technically he saved your life, because if he hadn't came running out there like that, then the guy would put the gun away, okay? But then see, events like that, that's when I be wondering. I'm like, okay, is this like one of the true events or one of the like Lifetime made up events? Because I don't know. I just don't know if the hitman would have just ran off like that. I feel like hitman would have probably just still did his job and got out of there. But for her sake, it's so good that he didn't, you know. There were some things that she was doing that I was like, I don't know about that Jade. Like the fact that she was sneaking and followed the hitman like to his apartment and was all through the windows and all that. I mean, she was getting a little too close for comfort for me, okay? Another thing I want to talk about was Ed and the manipulation, okay? So, I was just like, you see how Ed is trying to manipulate this situation and just, you know, have people, he already had planted it in her head that people would think that she was crazy because of her issues with depression and stuff like that. You guys do not let anyone manipulate you like that. You like, why you can't listen to what the bad guy is saying, okay? He's not saying the stuff that's right. So even if he says people are gonna look at you like you're crazy or do anything like that, tell somebody anyway, okay? Tell somebody anyway. Now, what I was surprised about too was the fact that I honestly, you guys, I thought that his friend who you know, from the police station, I really thought that he was like in on it, working with Ed and stuff. At first I was like, dang, she can't go tell him, because, you know, which it was good that she didn't tell him, but I was surprised that he really wasn't in on it, you know. Like by the end we found out that he really wasn't in on it. That was something. What really got me was when Jade started playing those mind games with Ed. Oh my gosh, you guys, like I was cutting up the whole time, okay? I was like, look at Jade. Jade done put her picture on their screen at work, okay? When she, oh my gosh, y'all, the best was when she started playing that song and he started saying, where are you? And he was losing it and he was drinking. And then like whenever he came home and all those flowers were in the floor and he like dropped down to his knees, Ed, that's what you deserve. Ed was losing it, like literally losing it, okay? And he was just falling out. Then don't talk about, oh my gosh, they did such a good job with the whole steady hand thing, and he couldn't even, in surgery, his hand was just shaking. I got a kick out of that, okay? Like I really got a kick out of it. Okay, so it wasn't like too bad with the spoilers, you guys, but yeah. So with all this being said, I think you can clearly see that I definitely enjoyed the movie. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed the movie or not. Oh gosh, that's what I wanted to say too. Don't talk about the after part. What's her name? Hold on, let me get her name. Elizabeth Greenwood, okay? She's the author of Playing Dead, A Journey Through the World of Death Fraud. I was like, look at Elizabeth. The fact that she was even interested in, you know, faking a death and all the other stuff, I was just like, okay. So you guys, you have to watch the whole movie and then watch that little segment that comes on afterwards. Yeah, because like I said, you know, if somebody is in this situation, or you know somebody that's in this situation, you know, this might be the one for you to get some tips or something, you know. But anyway, it was good. I liked it. I kind of feel like if you guys say that you didn't like this one and like you didn't like the storyline, or you felt like it was cheesy, like I'm gonna just be real and say like you probably hating. You probably hating. But anyway, I liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out when I post another video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.